Okay, that's the basis of an assembly. There probably could be a little grub screw goes in there, and you can make alterations. Maybe part of this exercise is actually show interference, because what you'll see is when I twist that round, it actually collides. Now the only reason I know that is if I go to evaluate and I do interference detection, and I go to I can actually select that and that, and I go to calculate. You can see it immediately highlights that area. Okay, and if I continue, I won't twist around. Let's try that once more. Clearance detection. Let's do the whole thing. Okay, that's just coming up with right, that's where the two short pins go in. My mistake. We need short pins that go in from there as well, so I'll leave you to sort that out because that bar obviously won't go all the way through. If I go on to the next one, there's interference there, which is good, which is what we wanted, so ignore that. That is highlighted, so it shows it it does it. If I do all of these, let's see what happens, and go calculate. Oh, loads. So I can just keep clicking on these two. That I can ignore. So let's just ignore. Where is that one? I can't see where that one is. Okay, I can ignore that. Go to the next one. Ignore that one. That I can ignore because I know the problem. I can go through all these and just ignore. Now the way to get round that is to put a little radius on these. So if I just come out of this and I go up to, if I go back to the actual drawing, so control and tab, if I go to, let's just come back round to that one there. Now at the moment the configuration is in the field. If I go to the mail, okay, and I put a radius on, so I go fillet. Let's put a 1 mil radius, see what that does. And what I'm going to do is just put it on that there. It might not be big enough. Let's do that. Okay, you'll notice when I go back to that, okay, there is change. Let's just swing it around. Has 1 mil made a difference? 1 mil's made a difference. So you can just see that sort of tolerance there. So this is the great thing about programs like this, is you can actually predict issues before you actually get into expensive production lines. So I quite like that. The other thing you can do is actually change the material. So if I go back to that one there, I can go back to my menu and I can go to material. It's not specified, so go on to there, I go edit material. Okay, and it gives me a whole list of different materials I can use, so different steels, types of steels, alloys, steel, aluminium alloys. Let's go to aluminium. Okay, let's choose a particularly, these will be machined, so let's go, any of these actually would do. Just go for a general alloy 1060 is quite general. Apply that. Okay, you'll notice that that element has changed. If I now go back to that there, you can see it's changed. So rebuild the assembly, and what I also need to do, yeah, it's done it on both of those. So say, let's go back to the handle of the knob section, and ergonomically, because it needs to be easily retracted. Actually, I didn't have that, did I? There we go, crank up the knob. Let's go to material. Okay, let's edit material. Let's go for plastic this time. Let's go for plastic. Copper, wood, rubber, silicon, carbon fibre, plastics. Let's go for a nice ABS. There are several. That's that. Apply. Okay, that's gone white, so let's give it a colour. Go into that there. Let's go to appearances, plastics, high gloss. And let's go for a nice red. So just take that, drag it, drop it. Let's do that to the crank arm knob. And go back to our assembly. And you can see that has now changed. Just going to update everything. Let's just rebuild. Okay, there things are starting to develop on there. If you apply all your colours and materials here, when you come into something like visualize, it just brings it all with us. And I'm just going to put that into perspective so you've got a better idea on how these things go together. Okay, I'm just going to change a few colours and then get back to you. Okay, if you look at your design tree, you can actually do this within the assembly part. So if I go on to let's go long pins and go down to material. Okay, edit material. Now let's put those in as some brass pins. So if we go back to some alloys, let's just see. There's brass there. Okay, let's just apply. Okay, there's one gone. Okay, I really need to change that one there. But I need to separate that out. We can go back and do that later on. Let's do a nice blue. Let's make top one. It's that one there. Let's just have a look at materials. This will also give you the weight and the density of the part. So let's go back to. Let's just copy that one over. So that's gone to aluminium. Let's do this as. Let's just edit material. Let's do plain carbon steel, but let's paint it. Oh, it's quite shiny. I want to paint it. Let's do a plastics, appearances, metal. Let's do that as a nice chrome actually, rather than paint it. Okay, so there we go. Done parts. Now, I bring that to centre. There's our part there. Quite nice, got reflection. Now I can open up what they call visualize, so just bear with me a minute. Okay, I've just brought it into visualize. So there's that there. And if we just click on visualize, I haven't really played about with it, so the quality is not that brilliant. I need to play with the different rendering aspects to get a more realistic view of it. But just to show you that's the project there, and it's resume rendering. It has come in whole. I can choose from different whole load of different bits and pieces to try and get the actual look of it. And again, the actual drawing doesn't really lend itself to quality, because around here it looks quite false, and it can take hours to actually get a good one set up. But this is something we aim for. This is something I'll actually look into next year for you. Okay, so we can actually get the same quality as level 5 and level 6 are now. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.